Hello viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from Screw Reviews, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called The Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you got to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, the the episode starts off from the last in the previous episode. Kojin showed up at the Boruto defeated Lord Owls on top of the ruined, stone building that Boruto and company was hiding from Lord Owl. So basically, Kojin actually did a summoning using and summoned a giant toad that forced the stone tower crashing down on Boruto and Lord Owl. So basically Lord Owl used a water juice to push Boruto out of the way once the tower came crashing down before the tower came crashing down on Boruto. Lord Owl used some water juice to push Boruto out of the way, and the tower went crashing down on Lord Owl with the giant toad that Kojin had summoned. So basically, with the debris from the tower and the weight of the toad, the weight of the debris from the stone tower and the weight of the giant toad that Kojin summoned instantly killed Lord Owl on impact. So basically, Owl was killed by a giant toad from the debris from one down stone tower. So anyway, Boruto and others who the hell are you? So basically Kojin said my name is Kojin. My name is Kojin. I'm from the Care organization. So basically, that's all I know you guys have a lot of questions, but I'm here to kill you guys. So anyway, Kojin got the business. The giant toad that he summoned disappeared, and Kojin got the business and used a chilling jutsu to trap Boruto into his lightning jutsu. So basically, Kojin used a special lightning shield jutsu to trap and paralyze Boruto and the others. And so basically Boruto. So it seems like Boruto and seems like Kojin was about to finish him off, but Boruto and the others being trapped in this paralyzing, shield jutsu. But turns out that Konohamaru had a special shield mark on his chest that he managed to get out of Kojin's special shield mark lightning jutsu. So basically, Konohamaru with a special shield mark was able to get out of the jutsu, and Konohamaru chose to fight Kojin. So basically, Konohamaru was putting up a good fight. So basically, when Konohamaru did Bazinga, Kojin also did Bazinga, and Kojin said So basically, Konohamaru was kind of shocked that this Kojin guy was able to do with Zenga. So basically, when both Zengas clash, they cancel each other out and force Kojin and Konohamaru put them back. So basically, Kojin said that, your Zenga is not bad, but it still needs some work. So basically, it turns out that Kojin planted a small toad on once Konohamaru wasn't looking. after the class of the resilience, coaching planted a toad on Koharu that did a fire jutsu, just like how Victor, like the same fire jutsu on how he, the same fire jutsu, the toad was attached, there was a small little toad attached to Koharu's leg, and hit him with the same fire jutsu, like Victor, like coaching used the same fire jutsu, kind of like the same fire jutsu that coaching used on Vic to kill Victor, and starts to burn Koharu. It starts to burn Koharu up. So basically, Koharu was screaming fucking pain, dude. So basically, Koharu was literally being burned alive, and that's when Boruto couldn't stand it anymore, and all of a sudden his karma mark started to activate. So basically, his karma mark started to activate, and he went and once the mark activated, he was able to break free from the lightning shield jutsu. His right arm was able the mark on his right arm, drained the power of the lightning jutsu that Koshin trap him in the other's end, and it also drained the fire jutsu that was burning up Koharu, and Koshin was shocked to see that Boruto see the mark on Boruto's hand transform Boruto. So basically, Kosei was like, you know what, and decided to, once Boruto was able to say Koharu and break the others free from the seal, Boruto passed out and transformed back, and transformed back to normal. So basically, the mark deactivated after Boruto passed out. So anyway, that's when Koshin had the opportunity to finish off Boruto and the others right there, but after seeing the karma mark activated on Boruto, he decided to, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys through. I'm gonna withdraw and let you guys go, because what I see here today. And what I see here today, I have to report what I see here today. So basically, but Shawada's about, wait a minute, what do you mean you have to report about what happened today? So basically, that boys, honestly, the organization want to know about the power of what I seen from Boruto today. So basically, Colton was telling him that, so was telling Sharada and the others that, I got to report from what I saw from Boruto today with the mark, with his mark, and also who would have thought that, and he also thinking to himself, who would have thought that Momoshiki would have chose him to get that mark too. So basically, before Boruto and finished off Momoshiki, they had a brief connection, and Momoshiki saying to Boruto that that your eyes, I'm gonna about when Boruto and Momoshiki connected, and that's how Boruto got the mark after he took down Momoshiki and whatnot. So anyway, so basically Koshin left. Koharu came through. He was alright. He wasn't really badly burned or nothing like that, but Boruto woke up, and decided to take this opportunity to get out of this area. Before they did, they made a little headstone for Laurel and Mugo, who sacrificed themselves for saving them. So basically, they made a small shrine headstone for Laurel and Momoshiki, I mean, some for Loal and and Mugo for to thank them for their sacrifice, sacrificing themselves to help Boruto and others. So basically, Boruto and others, headed to the nearest outpost to get themselves treated for their wounds after battling, Lord Al and after their battles with after the battle with Lord Al and Kojin. So anyway. So basically, Boruto kind of didn't Boruto was trying to play it out that he's fine, but the others were still wondering about what the hell was going on with that mark on Boruto's hand, and about they still have a lot of unanswered questions, still going through their heads. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the Kara organization headquarters, we see Obito at his computer trying to figure out if Zoro or Kojin is the traitor in the inner circle or not. So basically, Otto is trying to figure out, at his computer trying to figure out if Zoro or Kojin is the traitor in the circle. So basically, he was at his computer and whatnot, trying to figure out, if Zoro or Kojin is the traitor in the circle. So basically, Otto went at a copy. So basically, Otto got up from his computer and went to go get some more coffee. But once Otto went to go get some more coffee, Data showed up and at his computer, snooping around, at Otto's computer, like she was wondering who the traitor might be. So basically, she still kind of believes that maybe that Cole might be the traitor because the way he's been acting. So basically, she was looking around at that Auto's research on the computer who might be the possible traitor in the circle of the Kara organization. So basically, she was looking around, but she still kind of thinks that maybe Cole might be the traitor, might be the traitor in the circle, the way he was acting towards her. So basically, Dr. Hell Otto was coming back, and she left before Otto was spot here. So basically, when Otto came back to sit at his computer with his new first cup of coffee, he noticed that someone was using his computer. So basically, he did not know it was Delta, but he noticed that someone was on his computer. So basically, somewhere else we see code this. Somewhere else in the headquarters, looking somewhere in the shadow in the different part of the organization's headquarters, just thinking to himself about this whole traitor thing and whatnot. So anyway, Boruto. So basically, meanwhile, back at the forest, Boruto and the others was making their way to the outpost to get themselves treated for their injuries and whatnot, and making themselves to the outpost to get their injuries treated, and that's when Nishi's sent something else coming towards the trail on their right side. So basically, Nishi felt something on the trail on their right, and he went to go. So basically, Nishi felt something wrong when they got to a trail on never on the right side of the road, Michi felt something was wrong, and him and the others went to go investigate, and they saw these puppets that they fought before near the crash airship was recently destroyed by somebody. So basically, like Kohan was saying that maybe that whatever destroyed these puppets recently, it must be it must be the thing that was in the empty container in the crash airship. So basically, Carl figured that whatever destroyed these puppets is very powerful. So basically, it must be the thing that it must be the thing from the crash airship into container, this vessel that they was looking for. So basically, the ninja dog showed up out of nowhere and led them to another hole, to this big ass hole where we see Karaki, or better known as the vessel. We see the vessel, aka Karaki. So basically, wherever you call him, you want to call him the vessel or Karaki. I'm just gonna call him Karaki, aka the vessel. So basically, they see Karaki, aka the vessel, passed out in the middle of this big ass hole. So basically, like Boruto wanted to help Karaki, to see he was okay, and Kohawa and others, we don't know if he's from the foe, and plus he might be from the crash airship. So basically, we don't know. Maybe he might be that. So basically, he might be dangerous, and plus we don't know if he's from the foe. So basically, Boruto went to go through. Check to see Karaki, aka the vessel, was okay, but and the episode ended with Boruto went to go seeing Karaki was okay, and all of a sudden it seems like Karaki was about to wake up, and this is how the episode ended, with Boruto checking on Karaki, aka the vessel, and the episode ended with Karaki looked like he was about to wake up, and that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was not a good show. This was a good episode to this was a good introduction to. I know this is a good a good first part to introduce Karaki into the anime. So basically, I can't wait to see Karaki in action in the next episode. So anyway, this was a good episode. What do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Or just now? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Sincere Michael from Scree Views. Signing off. 1.